Thank you. Our administration, faculty, and graduates, please be seated. Welcome and good evening to those who are with us here in the Michael D. Rose Theater, as well as those who may be streaming it with us at home. My name is Dr. Jeremy Whitaker. I'm the Associate Dean for Student Success and Inclusion here at the Laurinburg College of Nursing within the University of Memphis. And this evening, I'm honored to serve as your MC for the Summer 2022 Convocation Ceremony for the Laurinburg College of Nursing, where we honor our graduates from our baccalaureate and master's in nursing programs. Don't worry, I didn't put those sound effects in place, guys. All right. As we get started, I would first like to thank Mr. David Gillard, who is our excellent pianist for this evening's event. Mr. Gillard has accompanied, written, and composed, as well as produced, many Grammy, Stellar, and Dove Award artists. He is currently working on projects set for release later this year. If you guys don't mind, give a round of applause for Mr. David here. Thank you, David. As we have more people coming in, I want you guys to know that we're so happy to see all of you here with us this evening. To be honest, it's been quite a journey for many healthcare professionals and educators this academic year, as we all have learned the valuable importance of coping with the devastation that the COVID-19 pandemic presented to us. We had to collectively navigate to a destination of what we now know is our new normal. As such, before we continue, I would like to take just a brief moment of silence to reflect on these last 2 years and to honor those we love who we may have lost, whether it was due to COVID or other causes. So if you guys don't mind, let's take a moment of silence. Thank you. The resilience, the grit that has been displayed by our entire LCON community to ensure our coveted core values of caring, leadership, diversity, and integrity are upheld while confirming our commitment to preparing leaders and promoting health is a true testament to our institution's dedication to being driven by doing, and even more of a reason to value this evening's convocation ceremony, which is for our students to celebrate the completion of their academic journeys. Therefore, if you are a healthcare professional in the room, a student or educator, can you please stand at this time to be recognized? Let's give them a round of applause. Here's to the heroes. Thank you. As well, at this time, we would like to recognize our students and their guests who are veterans or may be currently serving in the U.S. military. Please stand and be recognized for your service. Thank you for your service. At this time, it is my pleasure to welcome the Dean for the Laurinburg College of Nursing, Dr. Linda Haddad. To offer words of welcome, Dr. Haddad started at LCON on August 1st. That's right, look at your calendars, it is the 5th. She started on August 1st. So she's just getting to know our LCON family. She previously served as a director of the School of Nursing and Irwin Belk Distinguished Professor at the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. Prior to joining UNCW, Dr. Haddad served as the Associate Dean for Academic Affairs at the University of Florida's College of Nursing, the Dean of the Faculty of Nursing at the Jordan University of Science and Technology, or better known as JUST. She was also the director of the World Health Organization Collaborating Center for Health and Development. And she also served as the deputy for the JUST-affiliated King Abdullah University Hospital. Dr. Haddad earned a doctorate of philosophy in nursing from the University of Maryland, a master's of nursing in science from the University of Pennsylvania, and a Bachelor of Science in Nursing from Jordan University. She's also a fellow of the American Academy of Nursing. If you guys would join me and welcome Dr. Haddad.
Good evening. Well, what a nice evening. Can you hear the noise? We are lucky to have this rainy evening. As, uh, as you heard, my name is Linda Haddad, and I'm honored to serve as the new dean for the Lauenberg College of Nursing. It is my pleasure to welcome all of your family members, your loved ones, faculty, and our staff. I congratulate each one of you arriving at this milestone in your education. I'm sure that each of the graduates today are here would attest that the journey to this day was impossible without the support of many loved ones, families, and faculty. You have no doubt you worked hard to achieve your goal of finishing your degree, either a graduate degree or a baccalaureate degree in nursing. I'm gonna say a quote, and the quote is saying, to the world, you are one person, but the one person, you may be the world. So to one person, you may be the world, and we will see who is that person. Well, this profound quote is the essence of nursing career. The world may not see your work, but each patient, each client of whom you dedicated your exemplary work, your care, will appreciate your work beyond measures. I look forward to work with you as a new colleague in nursing. Congratulations, a class of summer 22. Hey, thank you.
Thank you, Dean Haddad, and welcome to the Lauenberg family, of course. We are honored to have you with us. Next, I would like to introduce Dr. Larry Slater. He's our Associate Dean for Academic Programs, just to provide a brief history of the college and also serve as our keynote address speaker this evening. Dr. Slater came to LCON in January of 2021 from New York University, Rory Myers College of Nursing, where he served as the Director of Undergraduate Programs there. After just 6 months at LCON, he took over as interim dean upon the departure of Dean Lynn Zahn and served the college in this position until July of this year. Dr. Slater received his BSN and PhD from the University of Alabama at Birmingham School of Nursing. He's a fellow in the American Academy of Nursing and the New York Academy of Medicine. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Slater.
Thank you, Dr. Whitaker. Esteemed faculty, colleagues, administration and staff, students and family and friends, it is a tremendous honor to stand before you today as we celebrate our summer 2022 graduates. I wanted to start by providing a brief history of our college, which is celebrating 55 years of leadership in nursing education. Nursing at the University of Memphis began in 1967 as an independent department offering an associate degree in nursing. In 1978, the department admitted the first students into its RN to BSN program. In 1984, the Department of Nursing was granted school status under the direction of its first dean, Dr. Norma Long. The William A. and Ruth F. Lauenberg Chair of Excellence in Nursing was established in 1988, leading to the school being named the Lauenberg School of Nursing in the 1990s. In 1989, the School of Nursing admitted its first generic baccalaureate students. Under the direction of Dean Tony Bargliotti, the School of Nursing initiated its MSN program with 3 concentrations: family nurse practitioner, nursing administration, and nurse educator. An executive MSN concentration was added in 2008. Under the direction of our immediate past dean, over the last decade, Dr. Lynn Zahn, the college saw our Lambeth campus admit its first nursing students in 2012. The first cohort graduated from Lambeth in December of 2014. The school moved into its new home, the Community Health Building, in 2015. The school became the Lowenberg College of Nursing during the academic year 2015 to 2016. The college launched a Doctor of Philosophy and Nursing program in 2019 with our first graduates expected in this upcoming academic year. And the college continued to grow and thrive during the worst pandemic that hopefully we will all ever see in our lifetimes. Throughout its great history, LCON has held fast to its core values of caring, diversity, leadership, and integrity, values that we work to instill in our graduates as they chart their forward nursing journeys. These core values bring the college's mission and vision to life while serving as a solid foundation, particularly during this time of pandemic education, for which our graduates have adeptly navigated with the tremendous effort and support of faculty, staff, administration, and the university, as well as their family and friends, many of whom are here with us this evening or who are watching us live at home. This evening's celebration is about you, our graduates. Your courage, strength, and dedication during your nursing education has been inspirational. Your drive and perseverance that have provided a new sense of pride in our work as nurse educators, but also a sense of urgency as we continue to build on our mission of providing accessible, innovative higher education to prepare leaders who promote health of our global community, particularly during these challenging times. We are proud of you and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for bringing joy to our work. As such, I would like all of our graduates to briefly stand as we give you one more round of applause to thank you for sharing your education with us at the Lowenberg College of Nursing. Thank you so much. You can be seated. I'm also honored this evening to provide a few brief remarks to our esteemed graduates. I'm going to frame these remarks around something that I first heard in a speech by Brian Stevenson, who is the founder and executive director of the Equal Justice Initiative in Montgomery, Alabama, and also a professor of clinical law at New York University. He offered up 4 key strategies to address injustice and inequality and pave the way for a brighter future for our country. And I think these 4 strategies can also help pave the way for a bright nursing future for you as well. The first that he says is to get close. In nursing school, we talk to you a lot about empathy, about putting yourself in someone else's shoes. We also mention a time or two something about cultural competence. When you put the two together, health and illness combined with culture and diversity, it can be extremely difficult for you to truly empathize. You may not have experienced the ins and outs of your patient's diagnoses and health issues. You may espouse different religious or political beliefs. You may be from vastly different cultures. To truly understand what someone else may be going through, you must take a step closer, lean in, get close. As a nurse, schedule time in your day to sit with your patients beyond your assessments, medications, and interventions. Don't be afraid to ask when you are unsure about someone's thoughts, feelings, and expectations. Get to know them beyond a diagnosis or a language or a religion. Get close, and you'll be amazed how it impacts you, your care, and your patient's health and well-being. By the way, this also applies to your colleagues, the interdisciplinary team with whom you'll be working on your clinical units or in your clinics. They will be a beautiful mix of individuals of different genders and gender identities, races and ethnicities, sexual orientations, religious and spiritual beliefs, political leanings. Take the time to get to know them individually. Get close, and you can help build an environment in your facilities that is a joy to go to every day. The second thing that Mr. Stevenson challenges us to do is to change the narrative. During your career, and especially during your first year of practice, you're most likely going to hear things like, "That's not how we do it here," or "We've always done it this way." So what do you do when you find yourself up against stagnation, hitting a wall? How do you change the mindset or culture where you are? Stories have great value, and stories can change minds. Use stories from your patient experiences, or from group projects from class, or from your personal life experiences as they may relate to health and well-being. By bringing in your stories, you can begin to change mindsets of those around you and begin to affect real change. And sometimes you'll also need to look within and change your own personal narrative. How we view and think about ourselves can have a profound impact on how we are perceived by others and can also affect our work, our patients, and our colleagues. It is important that we address any of those negative personal narratives through identifying those patterns, being mindful of them when they come up, and starting to rephrase those thoughts in a more positive manner. This will help change your internal narrative, which in turn can significantly impact your work and patient care. The third important strategy from Brian Stevenson is to stay hopeful. There will be many tough days ahead in your time as a nurse, we can all tell you. You may have some difficult patients, or you may work with difficult colleagues at your facilities. You may witness poor patient outcomes despite all of your team's efforts. You may feel overwhelmed as you struggle to maintain your work and clinical responsibilities and balance that with your family and leisure time. But don't despair. There will be light at the end of the tunnel. Stay hopeful. Know that your education at LCON has prepared you to tackle these challenges. Know that we have helped you develop the critical thinking and clinical judgment skills that will be necessary as you navigate into your first year of practice or as you enter into a new nursing role after graduation. Know that you are committed to lifelong learning that will keep you on your path to success. And know that you have a great group of LCON colleagues, your fellow students, with whom you share this LCON journey, who are going through the same things as you are, and who can keep you grounded, keep you sane, and keep you hopeful. Finally, and perhaps the most difficult thing, is to do uncomfortable things. If you were to Google do uncomfortable things, you'd find lists of 10, 20, 25 things to do that would help you grow and make you more successful or make you happier. Many of these lists have some common items. They include things such as ask for what you want, learn to say no, give and take critical feedback, admit mistakes but take compliments, network, make small talk, practice public speaking, and sometimes just let go. While all those things are important, I think one of the most important is to purposefully choose uncomfortable paths. We're often afraid to take on things that are new to us. We fear failure. We fear letting others down. We don't see these as opportunities for growth and development, as we should, but we see them as a scary path through the dark woods, not knowing what wolves may be there to attack us on our journey. To truly blossom, to become that nurse leader that we know you are going to become, you will need to start tackling these things head on. You will need to step out onto the ledge, venture into the deep end of the pool. And when you feel that pit in your stomach, that easiness, that uncomfortableness, don't use that as an excuse, but as a call to action. And the more you can learn to do that, the easier it will get, and the more you will grow. And also remember, you don't have to do it alone. Find mentors that can help you navigate uncharted territory. This can be former faculty or fellow students with whom you went through your program, who can help you think through and strategize, or just provide you with that boost of confidence that you might need to get through. Or it may be members in your community, at your church, in your fraternity or sorority, or in your family. Just remember that if you remain strong and steadfast and use that support around you, then you can accomplish great things, just as you did in getting yourselves here today. Get close, change the narrative, stay hopeful, and do uncomfortable things. Throughout your nursing career, I want you to remember these 4 things. They will make your bad days better and your good days great. They will keep you focused on your patients' and family's goal, while you also maintain focus on your own and better learn to manage work and life. And as you eventually progress in your careers, passing NCLEX or a certification exam on that first try, or starting that first RN or advanced practice nurse job, or moving into a new leadership position in nursing, these 4 tenets can be used to center you, keep you on track, and keep you grounded. Thank you so much for allowing me to share a few brief words with you this evening. We are so excited about everything we know you will all accomplish and the nurse leaders that we expect you to become. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Slater, for your leadership and your insightful remarks. We appreciate your continued service to the college and your continued support for the LCON family. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce our BSN student speaker who has definitely embodied our core values throughout her academic journey here. So if you guys would take the time now and help me join me in welcoming Ms. Cayman Watcher.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Cayman, and it's with great honor that I've been chosen to present to you on such a memorable occasion. I wanted to take a second to show gratitude to all of the friends, family, and staff members sitting in this room on behalf of our entire cohort. Thank you to the staff members who helped shape our nursing careers and pushed us to be the best student nurse that we could be. Thank you to the friends and family that held our hands when we needed it, and the ones that let us fly when they knew that we were ready. And one last thank you to the ones who gave constant encouragement and made us believe that we could do it, even when we didn't think we could. The road to us walking across the stage tomorrow at the FedEx Forum would have been much more difficult to get through had we not had your love and support throughout its entirety. I could not be any more proud than I am right now to be a part of the cohort sitting in front of me. It is a blessing that circumstances have allowed us to come together today in person to celebrate our success. I remember the day that I was accepted into LCON. It was April 1st, 2020, and I couldn't believe my eyes. Partially because they sent acceptance letters on April Fool's Day, but mostly because I was accepted into my first choice nursing program. As I'm sure many of us felt, I didn't know what online nursing school looked like, and I know that some of us were unsure of whether we wanted to find out or not. But nevertheless, we all decided to take a jump and embark on the journey, and that decision is what has gotten us to this day. As a nursing student, we have had the most amazing opportunity to grow throughout different hospital rotations. We've seen newborns take their first breath and have been able to hold the hand of someone who is experiencing the worst days of their life. We've been the one to bring people back to life and the one to feed and spend time with the grandmother that has no family to help her. What a beautiful gift that we've been given to have this opportunity. Although our rotations maybe haven't helped us choose exactly where we land, they've molded us into being caring, helpful, and trusting friends of every stranger that we encounter. When you tell people that you're in nursing school, especially if they went through it or know someone who has, they get this look on their face and almost all of them say, "Get ready to kiss your life goodbye." For a while there, and sometimes still, it feels like this was a true warning. But today, I stand here and I think about how much I've changed as a person since I entered nursing school and realized that they should have just finished their warning with, "Get ready to kiss your life as you know it goodbye." Nursing school doesn't stop life around us. Instead, it kind of molds it in a funny way to matter or to show us what really matters, and through that, it shapes us into being better people. From missing outings of friends to study or a funeral because of an exam that day, working hours at hospital rotations for free and having to lean on our families financially, to having a new addition of life along the journey. This cohort has truly been through it all. We have learned to push IV medicine through a video and practice putting in Foley catheters on teddy bears. We've stayed up until 2 a.m. trying to figure out what even was a phlobostatic axis, just to wake up at 4 a.m. the next morning and get downtown to clinicals. As C.S. Lewis says, hardships often prepare people for an extraordinary destiny. We have learned to keep going through all of the hardships and to keep going when things get tough. I'm standing here to tell every graduate in this room, our hardships have no doubt prepared us for this extraordinary destiny of starting our careers as nurses. Today, together, as we look at these amazing nurse graduates and soon-to-be RNs, we should all feel a sense of pride for what they've accomplished. Their determination to make the best of a situation while learning the very core building blocks of being a nurse through a virtual platform demonstrates immense resilience and adaptability, which is why I have no doubt that this cohort will be welcoming nothing but incredible success in the upcoming years. Graduation is not our end goal. Instead, it's the day where we close the chapter where we prepared ourselves to put good out into this world. Being here tonight has already shown us how capable we all are of accomplishing our goals when we put our mind to them. I hope all of us here today can take our personal accomplishments as an example of how anything is truly possible when you put your mind to it. Above me is a whiteboard filled with reasons from each student as to why they wanted to become a nurse. Throughout nursing school, we've called this our why. Our first semester back on campus, right after midterm, Student Nurse Association and Dr. Whitaker came up with this idea called Breaking Bad. It was created so that students could have a healthy outlet to release some stress and tension that built up during exam preparation. So we had junk cars donated to LCON for us to smash with sledgehammers and pickets and any kind of construction tool you can imagine. Before participating in the event, we asked the students to write down their motivation on this whiteboard. Some were more simple, such as career advancement opportunities, job flexibility, and there's one up there, if you can find it, that even says I'm high maintenance. while others were more personal. For all of those who doubted that I could, to fulfill God's plan for my life, to show my 4-year-old daughter that she can do anything that she puts her mind to, and to show that my illness doesn't define me. I put this up here to finish with this. I know that we've all heard it a million times, but please, do not ever forget your why. Don't forget the moment where you changed someone's life, and if you haven't had that moment yet, you will. You don't have to cure cancer or walk on water to change the world. You can change someone's world by simply being the one person to make a difference and believe in them. As we all close one chapter tomorrow and open the next, I pray that each one of us will make a difference and do great things. I pray that we always remember that we're making a difference every day in someone's life, no matter how big or how small. And lastly, I pray that we never forget our reason for being in this beautiful field of caring and compassion. Registered nurse is near in the future, but for today, I think I speak for all of us when I say I'm content with removing student nurse from my title and replacing it with graduate nurse. I cannot wait to walk across the stage tomorrow with everyone here tonight. From a cohort of 150 students down to 25, we have made it. Congratulations, graduates. We've done it. I hope that this world brings each of you everything beautiful in it. You deserve it. Thank you.
One more time. You guys give Cayman an applause if you don't mind. Good job. Thank you, Cayman. We definitely look forward to hearing about your career as you grow in the profession and continue to walk in your why. Next, I'm honored to introduce our MSN student speaker, Joshua Boss, who's a graduate of our Executive Leadership MSN program, and also this academic year received our Dean's Leadership Award, which recognizes students in our programs that definitely embody our core values of leadership, integrity, diversity, and caring. So at this time, join me in welcoming Mr. Joshua Boss.
Thank you, Dr. Whitaker, for the introduction. As he said, my name is Joshua Boss, and I am an almost graduate of the MSN Executive Leadership Program here at the Lowenberg College of Nursing. This moment has been a long time coming, as I'm sure most in the room can attest to. I want you to think back to your first day, starting your program. What were you feeling? Excitement? Nervousness? Wondering what in heaven's name you were thinking jumping into this. Compare those feelings to today. I know that everyone here has to be feeling pride, joy, and a huge sense of accomplishment. Those feelings are well-deserved and are shared with you by your family, friends, and our faculty. I know that I am proud of all of us. We have faced challenges during our education that very few can rival. We've been through a time in life where healthcare providers and nurses had to step up even more to care for those around them, when we were stretched to and often beyond our own limits. We answered the call in a multitude of ways. Some of us weren't even licensed yet, and we'd stepped in by assisting in vaccination clinics, or by doing screenings and room flips at testing sites. Those of us who were already licensed took up the task of caring for some of the sickest in our communities, while continuing to care for our own families and friends. And then there was just that small detail of continuing our studies through all of it. While I'm certainly proud of you for navigating those circumstances, my pride is also in your mere presence here tonight. You stuck it through. You saw the value. You persevered. That, my friends, says more about your future than anything else can. I find that perseverance is usually driven by a why story. That story evolves and changes throughout your career, but take a moment to ponder your why as it stands today. My why story begins with Sabrina. My entire nursing career has been in oncology, which if you asked me if I had any interest in focusing on during nursing school, I would have told you that there wasn't a shred of a chance. It sounded rather depressing, and I couldn't understand what difference I could make in that environment. I started in oncology at West Cancer Center in an infusion nurse role, giving chemotherapy to people who had a myriad of cancers. Sabrina was a mother of young children. At the time, she was scared, as you can imagine, but not just of chemo or her disease. She was scared of everything. If her blood levels were off, something must be gravely wrong. If I had to wait an extra few minutes for one of her medications to come down from the pharmacy, they must have mixed it incorrectly. She had to skip a treatment due to low white blood cells. That was the end of the world for her. And to be honest, it was a bit draining to have to keep explaining some of these things each week. But she asked for me to take care of her whenever she checked in at the front desk. Every time. And as we progressed through the weeks of chemotherapy, up to the pause in her care plan to help her counts recover, she finally told me, after I explained that skipping 1 week of her therapy wouldn't affect her treatment, she said, "You help me not to worry so much. You explain things so calmly, and I know that you're not worried, so I'm not worried." Later in my career, I took a Strength Finder survey, and my top strength came out as adaptability. The survey defines adaptability as the ability to live in the present, freely and willingly, able to respond to the demands and changes of the moment. Unbeknownst to me, that is what I was doing for Sabrina in those moments, adapting to her needs to help her navigate that moment. Then, during my time in the MSN program, I was going over my career plan with Dr. Teresa Richardson, who is the director of the Executive Leadership Program. I was working at Methodist in bone marrow transplant. I was halfway through my MSN program and working as a data coordinator. I wasn't a manager or a decision maker or a title holder, and I felt like maybe I wasn't doing the right thing, that maybe I shouldn't be in the leadership program. Dr. Richardson's response to me was this: "Joshua, I believe you could lead people through a flooding river to the other side if it was necessary, and it is not necessary for you to have a title to do just that." I don't tell you all of this to brag about my patient care ability or to admit that I paid off one of my professors here to say really nice things about me. I tell you this to advise you to be cognizant of what you are doing and why you are doing it always. What you do as a nurse every day has a direct impact on someone, whether that be a patient, a fellow nurse, or a student. Sometimes we forget that the nursing instructor teaches the nurses of tomorrow, that nursing managers help make decisions that drive patient care, that nurse practitioners are still nurses and are working off of that nursing foundation, that as a bedside nurse, that when you take that extra moment to refill a water or just have a normal conversation with a patient while they are recovering in a strange place, those are the things that matter. To come full circle, I've gotten comments on my adaptability in my career over the years, and that has led me to be able to use that skill to help other nurses on my team navigate challenges and difficulties to make their work better, altering my idea of what a nursing leader looks like. Knowing that nursing leadership doesn't come with an office and a title, and that leadership to my team members developed into an opportunity to be able to step into a role as a team leader just last week. Notice I didn't say manager, but team leader. And what led to all of that? Sabrina. I'm happy to share that today she's a mother of 2 teenagers and has been cancer-free for over 5 years. We're still Facebook friends, and she usually posts on my wall on my birthday with, "Happy birthday to my favorite nurse." My fellow graduates, don't sell yourselves short like I did. Don't define your role and work as a nurse by your title alone. Recognize your ability to lead far sooner than I ever did, because that leadership is what makes a difference. Those moments of compassion or listening or convincing a patient not to worry in their time of greatest fear. That is what our profession is truly about. I find that John C. Maxwell puts it best. Leadership is not about titles, positions, or flowcharts. It is about one life influencing another. So tonight and tomorrow, celebrate. You've definitely earned it. And once you get back to your unit, or step into your classroom, or attend that first leadership council, or see your first patient in clinic, start looking for your why and use it to drive your work every day. Remember that the biggest difference you can make in the lives of others is sometimes as simple as helping them navigate their moment. And there's no telling where that can take you. Congratulations to each and every one of you.
Wow. Great job. Another applause for Joshua. Thank you, Joshua, for sharing those inspiring words, stories about Sabrina, your why. And we know you didn't pay off that professor. I want you to know that, okay? All right, good deal. And we wish you, of course, the best as you advance on your leadership journey, influencing those lives that you come in contact with. All right, before we continue with our hooding and pinning ceremony, which I know why many of the family members are here, right, to celebrate these graduates in front of us, I would like to first recognize our students that have distinguished themselves in their academic work by graduating with honors, as listed in the program. So as I identify each group, each honors group, please stand and be recognized. The first group, summa cum laude, who will be recognized at commencement tomorrow with gold honors cords. Please stand. That's right. Take pride in it. You guys scared me for a minute. I knew it was a couple in here now. All right, next, magna cum laude, who will be recognized at commencement tomorrow with red honor cords. Please stand. Congratulations. And cum laude, who will be recognized at commencement tomorrow with white honor cords. Please stand. Congratulations, thank you. Great work. At this time, it is my pleasure now to introduce our Assistant Dean of Nursing at our Lambeth campus, Dr. Brad Harrell, to provide some history about hooding and pinning and to serve as our announcer for our ceremony. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Harrell.
Well, thank you, Dr. Whitaker. I'm Brad Harrell, the Assistant Dean of Nursing at Lambeth, representing our beautiful Lambeth campus in Jackson, Tennessee. I'm pleased to begin our ceremony with the hooding of our MSN graduates. The academic hood symbolizes the attainment of advanced academic and professional achievement. The hoods are worn over the graduation gown and draped down the back to signify the degree obtained and the university where the degree was awarded. The degree is signified by the color of the velvet on the hood, which is seen on both the front and the back. For nursing, the color is apricot. Before we begin the hooding, I would first like to recognize our faculty marshal, who is serving for this evening's convocation ceremony, Dr. Soye Lee. We will begin our hooding ceremony with graduates of our MSN Family Nurse Practitioner program. I welcome to the front of the stage Dr. Tracy Collins, Director of the Family Nurse Practitioner program, to lead the hooding. Assisting her are fellow F&P faculty, Dr. Tamika Bolden and Dr. Stacy LeVar Powell. Will the candidates for the Master of Science degree in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, as well as our Family Nurse Practitioner Postmaster Certificate recipients, please stand and present to the podium? Christy Lynn Hyde. Felicia Boyd. Emily McSwain Baker. Thank you. Elizabeth Rudman. Peyton Moody. Kassarian Stanley Henderson. Thank you. Margot Riley. Lauren Smith instead. Brittany Gale Anderson. Thank you. Thank you, faculty. Next, we will continue hooding with our Executive Leadership MSN graduates. I'll welcome to the front of the stage Dr. Teresa Richardson, Director of the Executive MSN program. Will the candidates for the Master of Science in Nursing and Executive Leadership please stand and present to the podium? Our first graduate, who is on stage, thank you for presenting to the podium, has joined us is our student speaker, Joshua Boss. Thank you. Let's have a round of applause for all of our MSN graduates and postmaster certificate recipients. We will now continue with the pinning ceremony of our baccalaureate graduates. Do we have any baccalaureate graduates here? Just making sure. The history of the pinning ceremony can be traced back to the Crusades of the 12th century when a group of knights received a Maltese pin in recognition for their service in caring for the sick and the injured. Also, the founder of professional nursing, Florence Nightingale, was honored with the Red Cross pin to recognize her service to injured men during the Crimean War. Afterwards, the Wolverton Royal Hospital in England initiated the tradition of presenting all graduates with a badge upon completion of their program of study. In 1880, nursing graduates at the Bellevue School of Nursing in New York City were believed to be the first to receive a pin during graduation in the United States. As with those who came before you, your Lowenberg College of Nursing pin provides you with the distinction of being an esteemed LCON graduate, but also imparts on you the call of service to your patients, families, and communities. The LCON pin is in the shape of the Maltese cross with its 4 prominent arms. From the Hospitaller Brothers of the Order of St. John, who adopted the cross in the 11th century, the 4 arms of the cross symbolize the 4 cardinal virtues of prudence, justice, temperance, and fortitude. For our LCON graduates, these 4 arms also represent our 4 core values of caring, diversity, integrity, and leadership. These arms are a reminder that we should treat all our patients with respect, love, and care, no matter their backgrounds, identities, or beliefs. On the LCON pen in the center of the Maltese cross is the lamp of knowledge. Florence Nightingale was dubbed the Lady with the Lamp after her habit of making nursing rounds during the night. She introduced that light into the darkest corners, dispelling worry and fear. The lamp is now an international nurse symbol that is widely known to symbolize Nightingale and her transforming work in the nursing profession. Her lamp became synonymous with goodwill, reliability, and compassion, which are all attributes that are highly desirable in the field of nursing today. In this portion of the ceremony, we present our candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing with the Lauenburg College of Nursing pen. I welcome to the front of the stage Dr. Jackie Buford, Dr. Jill Dappermont, Professor Nathan Napier, Dr. Angie Ogboike, and Dr. Tracy Power, who will conduct our student pinning. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree please rise and present to the platform? We'll start with our BSN student speaker, Cayman Watcher. Kendall Lynn Barton. Chandra Denise Stewart. Ashton Renee McIntosh. Brianna Nicole Gilbert. If you'll turn a little to the side when you place the pen, then turn around and smile real big. Thank you. Sydney Jose Harden. Kylie Nicole Barnes. Bray Elise Michelati. Grace Louise Franklin. Madison Cooper Medlock. Thank you. Brian Scott Owens. Morgan Elise Nelson. Rihanna Celine Cabnis. Diana Vital, okay. Javaria Jaka Williams. Thank you. Alexis Janae North. Keisa Love Smith. Virginia Joyce Dees. Asia Monique Cross. Whitney Nicole Fowler. Thank you. Sarah Delaney Pointer. Carrie E. Morford. Tracy Ann Neely. Alexis Ann Sanders. Trinice Antoinette Smith. Thank you. Dakiria Banks. Kayla Michelle King. Tracy Gourier. Thank you. Thank you, faculty. And as we say at the Lambeth campus, let's have one more hoop and holler for our BSN graduates. At this time, I would ask all graduates, faculty, and nurses to please stand, raise your right hand, and together we will recite the International Pledge for Nurses. This is printed in the Convocation program in the second to last page and can also be viewed on the overhead screen. We'll say it together. In full knowledge of the obligation I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all the skills and understanding I possess, without regard for race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity, religious belief of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me, and refraining from any action which might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skills at the highest level and to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the health team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Ethics applied to nursing and to uphold the integrity of the registered professional nurse. Thank you. Please be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Harrell. Can we give our announcer a round of applause? You did a great job. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration of the Laurinburg College of Nursing and the University of Memphis, please accept our sincere congratulations. Let's have one more round of applause for all these graduates in front of us. Congratulations, Tigers. He loves you. He loves you, all right? Before we conclude, I would like to take a moment to recognize our excellent convocation ceremony team who are listed in your programs. This group of individuals worked tirelessly over the last month to ensure we had an outstanding ceremony for these graduates. I would also like to thank the Rose Theater team, including Clay Elder, Event Services Coordinator, Lauren Shelley, Event Service Associate Director, and Devin Yannick, our IT support, who holds everything together for us. And finally, I would also like to thank Life Photography, who have been taking pictures to commemorate tonight's event. Let's give these teams a round of applause for their support. Thank you for your service. We wish our graduates the best on their nursing journeys. We are proud to have you as LCON graduates and are eager to follow you as you progress in your careers. We hope that you will stay in touch with us as alum, and when you are ready, no rush of course, then return to LCON to advance your education to the next level. Like, wait a minute, too soon, Dr. Whitaker, right? Too soon. Let us celebrate. When it's time, please return to us so we can support you on the next step of your academic journey. At this time, this concludes our ceremony. Audience, please remain seated for the recession of the platform party first, and then the graduates. After the recession, please join us for refreshments here in the foyer area. At this time, we will now exit the theater 2 by 2 as a symbol of the professional interactions and relationships that you will experience in healthcare. Thank you and have a great evening. Go Tigers.